Welcome to Flatbed tonight. I'm your host, Chris Hawes, and tonight we are at Buskerfest on Spark Street in Ottawa, and we are joined by two performers who I actually saw fabulous show, Dan and Kim Craig. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, yeah.
You know what? It's absolutely my pleasure. I was actually kind of amazed at the acrobatics and flexibility that you guys had. Not to mention, you were a cheerleader in high school?
I wish. I think that would have been really fun. I wasn't. I was a figure skater though, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that gives you the power.
Background. Yeah.
But you were pretty with the whole hula hoop thing, and
it's true.
that was amazing. I thought to myself, wow,
as we say, we try to cram everything we've ever learned into our show. So.
Really? Well, then my show would be very short.
Well, that's why we're here. You don't have, we do it so you don't have to.
Exactly.
That's what I want to hear.
Exactly.
So how did you guys meet as performers?
That's
we
correct.
did, yeah. We used to have two separate shows. So I did a show with two other girls. We did an aerial acrobatic show touring.
Wow.
And then Daniel did a solo show.
Yeah, I performed solo for almost 15 years before we met. So.
Really?
And we met on the road, traveling at festivals just like this, and fell in love.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a romantic story. Now, where was it that you actually hooked up?
It was the bustling metropolis of Brockville, Ontario.
Yes, Brockville.
Really?
It was,
Yeah, for real.
Wow, and you were there, and then all of a sudden it was like a
little tour romance, and here we are.
Yeah, well, that is amazing. Like Brockville, the city of the St. Lawrence. I don't know what it is. Riverfest. Was it Riverfest you were at?
Yeah, they used to have a Buskerfest. Yeah.
That was that ran in conjunction with a lot of their downtown festivities. And that just happened to be where we met. So.
Oh, that's great.
Over 10 years ago now.
Wow. So you guys must have been kids.
Thank you.
I'll take that. But yeah,
he did start as a child, though.
I started in 1994. I was 10 years old when I did my first street performances. So.
Really?
Yeah. And he started because he was inspired by a busker that he saw who had him up as a kid volunteer. And it's a cool story, actually, yeah. And then he started the next year. So any of the kids in Ottawa, maybe they'll be inspired and be the next buskers.
Who knows?
Absolutely. So how did you get started? You were a figure skater in high school.
I was a figure skater, and then I went to university, and I was kind of looking for something physical to do. I kind of fell into circus. I signed up for a gymnastics class, and there happened to be a circus class going on, and I was like, that looks so much fun, amazing. I'll definitely hang from the ceiling, and kind of just snowballed, and I never looked back. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, so but the street performing aspect of that, how does that? I mean, you think about circuses and you think about, Ringling Brothers or Cirque du Soleil.
Of course,
of course, and stuff like that. But I never really thought about, busking circuses.
Yeah.
So what gave you the idea?
Well, I think we've been inspired by lots of other shows that we've seen.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Really, it's just, there's a lot of great things. Circus can mean a lot of things to different people. It's really there's a million things that make circus great, and we just try to cram them all into a show. We really try to have our show just have no downtime. It's really, we want all the excitement of that circus tent, that really nice intimate feel, and connect with the people, and also just, we do believe in public art and having no admission fee, and it's just a really nice, really fun way to present it to
affordable,
audiences who
accessible.
otherwise may not see it. Yeah.
So,
we also just really love, there's a magic to street performing in that there's nothing there, and then out of nowhere there's a show with an audience, and these things happen that, and then before you know it, 45 minutes later it's all gone, and it never happened. And it's a really unique energy that you can form on the street like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And trust me, as a spectator watching your show, it was a spectacular show.
Awesome.
And it was really engaging too.
Thank you.
The audience was clapping along with you. They were right into it. So you guys obviously have I'm going to call it a likability factor. Okay. Well, no, but that's an important thing.
Yeah, and we this job, busking, it's just too hard to do if you don't really love it.
Yeah.
So everyone you see out there, that genuine, everyone genuinely loves being out here, being making a show out of nothing with people who maybe have never seen anything like that. And I hope that comes across at how much fun we are having.
Yeah, no, it certainly does. Now, how many days a year are you guys on the road?
I'd say probably 9 or 10 months. So we do own a home in Winnipeg, but we're
there a lot.
9 months on a year on average. We do a lot of work in Japan as well.
Okay, that's
good. A lot of time in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And that we kind of split. We've been splitting our time between Canada and Japan in the last couple of years.
So it would be my guess, and I'm just being presumptuous, that you spend a lot of time in the summer months traveling because of all the festivals.
Yeah.
And so you probably just save those, January, February, March times for Winnipeg. Would that be correct?
For Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, we follow summer around the world.
Oh, okay. So it's just basically your home is empty.
September is lovely in Winnipeg.
September.
September
okay.
is gorgeous. It's my favorite month.
You get over obviously the summer humidity. But,
yeah.
And it's after the mosquitoes come out in spring and they're all gone. And
also with the Jets coming back, it's really exciting at the beginning of hockey season. So we pick those.
Yeah.
We bookend our.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's
season.
great. Now, you guys are a couple.
Correct.
And you guys have been together for 10 years.
Yeah.
And in that 10 years, have you had a fight?
I mean, just like any other
Never.
couple.
What?
No, never.
Okay, but then you got to perform, and
It's
you got to
true.
trust him to juggle you on
Yeah.
his head.
I trust him obviously with my life, and we've gotten really good at having just two totally different hats
Yeah.
of like work hat, like nothing.
You ever
anything
just
that's
think you
going
want to
on.
drop her just for?
No, I mean, like that's. I mean, like if
We
you,
get that question
But it's
kind of a lot,
it's
and
kind of a weird question because people ask us that, and I'm like, well, if you get mad at your significant other, do you want to punch them in the face?
No.
It's like, the answer is no, of course not.
Yeah,
It's,
right.
it's like, and also too, like we have a pretty good. We're both very individual people, or we're very independent.
we're respective of the other person's individuality,
so,
and so when we go home or when we have some freedom, we spend a lot of time. We work cruise ships too, so we spend a lot of time like very, very together.
Yeah.
Right.
So sometimes in our off time, we are just like separate.
It's
we
like,
just
okay,
drift to other areas of the
I'm gonna
house.
go play some rec league hockey with my
Yeah.
friends, go for some chicken wings, and
I'm gonna go hang out with my sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like, and it's not a big deal. We're pretty good that way. So
Yeah.
living, working, traveling together, it's a lot, and we've been doing it for almost 10 years, and we haven't killed each other yet. So that's a good
Well,
sign.
it is a
There you
good
go.
sign. It is a good sign. But it's what they say is that 11-year itch. I don't know. I think it was 7, but I'm just throwing it out
Yeah, it's
there.
all good.
So tell me something. Having traveled and been a lot of different places, like that, you must have had some interesting things. I'm going to use the term altercations or things that happen. Have you ever been in the southern United States, you know what I mean, doing your act, next thing you know, you're in prison for a murder, and you got to call your cousin Vinny to,
No, nothing quite that exciting. It's just like the highs and lows are really amazing with street performing. Like sometimes you'll be doing a show and it's like maybe a rainy, cold day, and there'll be like 20 people there, and then the next time we'll show up to a festival. We did a show. We performed for the president of Singapore last time we were there.
Really?
Rest in peace. We did a show for Robin Williams once. We were on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
You were on Ellen?
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
were, that's
Really?
fun, yeah.
So it's
Oh,
just
that's-
like, and it's great because it just spans such a wild gamut of things you can do.
And sometimes we'll be street performing in a place where no one will stop and watch us.
Yeah.
It definitely has highs and lows,
I
but
get
that
that
keeps it
all the
exciting.
time.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's amazing. Now, so what's next for you guys?
well, we finish up in Ottawa, and then we head to Kitchener-Waterloo. They've got a great Busker Festival at the end of the month, and then it's back to Tokyo first weekend of September, and off we go.
Tokyo in September.
Yeah.
I lived in Tokyo.
Did you really?
Yes, my wife and I, when we were first married, we lived in Tokyo
Which
for.
part, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, to be honest with you, we lived in 2 different places. We had to move. So originally, I'll just say the train station.
Yeah.
Do you know where Uguzidani is on the Yamanote line?
The Yamanote,
Oh.
I do know exactly where that
Okay.
is.
Yeah,
We
it's
lived on the Chuo line in
Tachikawa.
Tachikawa.
okay. Okay, and
Yeah.
and the other place we lived was Shakuji-Koen.
I don't know
I
that.
don't know,
I was
yeah.
on the Seibu Ikebukuro line. So
Oh, okay.
you know what I mean.
Great place
But-
though, wonderful
Oh,
country.
well, you know what?
The food, I could just eat all day long there.
That's
Well-
the only problem with going to Japan is I just get ridiculously fat. Like it's just like
No,
I
you
can't.
do.
I have no self-control. It's like
But we do
Yeah,
eat.
I have been to Tokyo too much then. No. You know what? Ironically though, I didn't gain too much weight in Tokyo.
Yeah, with the
but-
amount I ate, I was pretty surprised too, because the food was just so delicious. Everywhere you go, it was
Well,
amazing.
do you know what? And you tend not to eat the easy stuff that you
Yeah.
do here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they have such good, healthy on-the-go food. Like a little bit of
Absolutely.
rice, a little bit of fish. a
Well,
little bit
you know
of
what?
seaweed,
And
yeah.
what we used to do was you would grab a bento in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and that was your you eat, and I'd have it a couple throughout the day a little bit. I was teaching, right?
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? In between class,
Yeah.
throw down, whatever. But and then you'd go out, and I think a lot of it was the fact that I drank a lot while we were there. It's a culture that loves alcohol.
The standing bars are fun.
Very accessible too. Is, go to the convenience convenience store and it's there. And it's
Oh, well, I
And
mean,
quite cheap, yeah.
they used to have, I mean, I don't know if they still do, but vending machines.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
in
You buy.
hotels mostly now.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you right around the corner from our house, we would go to the street. You could buy a big can of Sapporo anytime you wanted.
And
Yeah.
off you go.
Yeah, and off I did. And off I did. So I have a final question to ask. So you are a mixed couple. You are Canadian and American, or
Yeah, I'm
Canadian and
yeah.
American. Okay. So
admit.
what do you think of this whole tragic relationship that Canada and the United States is having right now?
It just doesn't make any sense. I don't know where this is going on the internet. I'm not going to, I guess, get super political, but
No.
it doesn't make any sense. We're very confused, and frankly, it's just it's overwhelming. Every day, a new thing. It just, I mean, I want to be involved, and I'm chatting with my friends at home all the time about like how to make social change, and it's just overwhelmingly like it just puts you in kind of, you don't know what to do.
Well, my wife is an American.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I want to appeal to Donald Trump and to our Canadian government as well to just try to get along. Now, part of it is, and I'll say this, I think Donald Trump doesn't want to get along with us.
That seems to be
And
one
I
of
don't know
his-
what it is we did to offend him. And because I know I've done a lot of things. Like, here's the thing: if I was the prime minister, I could understand Donald Trump not wanting to talk to Canada ever. Okay, but Justin Trudeau is so nice, and he does yoga, and he's always at every parade. He's just kissing babies all the
The whole
time.
country is quite nice and not very far from the border. Everything is very close.
Well,
it seems
we
like
look
everything
like
was
you.
working well.
We talk like you guys for the
Just
most
a few
part.
differences. You say sorry a little more often.
We do say, well,
Yeah.
do you know what? When I was down in Lake Placid just recently, and everybody I met kept saying, listen, you can't, listen, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. And I said, listen, if you guys say sorry one more time, you're going to become Canadian. You know?
It's part of the permanent residency test, actually.
It
You
is.
have to go-
That's right, exactly.
How many times do you say sorry in a day?
And
25? You're good.
Yeah.
All right, in
Yeah.
you come.
Who's Wayne Gretzky? That's the final,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. As long as you, here's the, that
Yeah.
was the question I was
Golden
going to
jet.
ask.
I know.
It's,
I've learned so much.
Excellent. Well, you know what, Kim, Dan, it was a pleasure having you here.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
You know what? I think that you guys were tremendous performers. I truly enjoyed the show, and thanks for coming on. This has been Flatbed Tonight. My name is Chris Hawes. Thanks for watching.